sunny Southern California. It's the Suzanne Summer Show, and here she is. Woo!
Yay! You didn't clap, Al.
Happy early Mother's Day.
Thank you. What a Mother's Day. Hi, everyone. I had the greatest day yesterday, and I'm having the greatest day today, and we've got all these wonderful things for you, the mother, or for your friends who are mothers, or your mother who's a mother, or your sister who's a mother. And I think you'll like what we have laid out here for you. But so last night, Bruce and Caroline came and made me a dinner that could make you cry. It was so good. It was just, it's you know, she has the feel, and you have the feel or you don't. And so it's not that what she made was, you know, 100 steps. It was she has the feel to make the sauce, to make that ribeye steak that she marinated for 24 hours, just kind of perfect. And the dressing, the ranch dressing on the romaine, it wasn't a wedge. It was
Parts of romaine.
Yeah, but I like the way you cut it. And I was lying in bed. It kept me awake. It was that good.
Aww.
And it was so good. So thank you. You worked hard. And you do. You're such a hard worker.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
And here's Chi-Chi.
Fun dinner.
Yeah.
And Chi-Chi is also saying Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. Stick your tongue out, Chi-Chi. Come on, stick your tongue out. She has one of those. You know that dog, Marnie the dog? Kind of cousins.
Because she lost her teeth.
Yeah.
So their tongue doesn't rest in there.
So when your dog loses its teeth, do you think, like, implants?
No, you just cut up their food very small.
Oh.
She gums it. She doesn't have an issue. She doesn't have an issue. Well, Bruce is here.
Yes,
Bruce, my husband who made her a mother, gives us a reason to celebrate this great occasion. He is putting together her Mother's Day gift down in the kitchen, and he's so into it.
And it's so Bruce, and it's so fantastic. You know how crapped up your spice cabinet is? It is. I know. We all... Anybody who's lived, you know, a few decades, your spice cabinet's not good. Well, not mine. Mine, as of this afternoon, Bruce brought me all new spice bottles, all labeled on the top, all labeled on the side. Threw out all my spice jars that were irregular sizes, is filling and throwing out ones that are expired. And then on shelves in the cabinet, alphabetical. You know, when you're doing this, oh my God.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when he was a kid. It was his sock drawer and his closet. He's just always been this super organized person.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's the perfect person to do this.
Perfect, and he's into it.
He did it for me, and it thrills me.
Yeah.
I opened that spice drawer.
Oh God, yes.
And also
I saw yours and was panting like Chi-Chi.
Spices are like makeup. They lose their oomph.
I hadn't thought about that, but you're right.
You're
of course.
supposed to.
I generally am using
our toss your makeup. They say every 6 months, but who actually does that?
Yeah.
But spices. Yeah. I mean, some of those spices have been in there a long time. We're all guilty, right? Because
I didn't even know what was in the back. And mostly what I'm using these days are our sea salt rubs. You know, the Tuscan and the Provence and. I love those. So now I have those plus others. That's really exciting. Great Mother's Day.
We'll do a little tour of that on your
next
story
time we're in the kitchen cooking. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know what you're going? Oh gosh, that's right. It's Mother's Day. Mother's Day, is it this coming weekend?
It's May.
In 2 weeks.
8th. Yeah,
2 weekends. Okay, so you got time. But I know you're going. Oh, I should get my sister something. I didn't get anything for my mother. Well, I sort of thought this would be kind of great. Coconut sea salt body scrub. She wouldn't buy that for herself.
Oh God, I love this product.
Yeah, but she wouldn't buy it for herself. And this you put on your dry skin in the shower, and if you have the good fortune of showering with someone, have them scrub. If not, you scrub everywhere you can reach. And when you feel like you've really exfoliated, then turn on your hot water and let it rub off. But what's so great is the coconut oil, the residuals left on your arms, and you come out softer and smelling better. I mean, it's really, really incredible.
It is incredible. And Suzanne uses sea salt in this as the exfoliant.
Yes,
so
yeah.
that sloughs off that top layer of skin.
Yeah.
But in a really gentle way. And then that little bit of coconut oil that's on your... It's so moisturizing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful product.
And then body butter. That's a must, isn't it, for Mother's Day? Body butter. This is the cocoa mango. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's so great. It's so... I use this every day. Every day. You know, it takes a while to go through all these things, but I do. Wish I had smell-o-vision. It's
goodness.
Incredible.
This is a
incredible.
rich, thick, beautiful body butter.
Yeah.
And
and put it everywhere.
absolutely.
After you've exfoliated, you won't believe how great you smell, and you're throwing out. Okay. How great you smell and how soft you'll be, and people will like you better. It just happens.
But again, like this really moisturizes your skin.
Yeah.
This, you know,
Yeah.
some lotions, they feel good going on and they smell good, but they actually dry out your skin with all those chemicals. Suzanne gives you all those amazing botanical actives. Who knew? You could actually have lotion that actually moisturizes your skin.
I know, because it's the same thing with all over-the-counter moisturizers. To make, I've given you this before, but for those of you who haven't heard it, bear with me. For those of you who haven't heard it, you'll enjoy this. For those of you who have heard it, bear with me. So to make cream, you have to mix oil and water, which, as we know, doesn't mix. And so how do they do that? They do that by adding, go figure, denatured water. And denatured water is a chemical process that, go figure, dries out the water so that the water and oil mix to make cream. I don't know. We just make cream without denatured water, and it does just fine.
Well, it's interesting too, because like you were saying, some products you put on over and over again because you don't realize they're actually drying out
you
your
out.
skin. The chemicals
It's almost
dry out
kind
your
of
skin.
wrong. Yeah. That's
Right.
like with regular lip balm that you get at the cash register at the supermarket. That's got petroleum in it. That's going to dry out your lips. That's why people get addicted to it. They keep putting it on, putting it on, putting it on. But with the creams with chemicals in it, the denatured water, that drying process keeps on keeping on. And so you put the lotion on, and then a couple hours later, hands feel dry again. You put it on again. That's what it is. Ours, I don't know if you noticed, but you put it on. You rarely reapply unless you take a bath at night and want to reapply it that way. Alan is allergic to all perfumes, so I can't wear any kind of synthetic anything because he's a delicate flower. And probably we developed these roller. What do we call
Essence
it?
rollers.
Yeah, essence rollers.
It's just essence oil.
Yeah, and this is the vanilla. And who doesn't like the idea of smelling like vanilla? You'll wear it, and people will just, what smells so good? That's this, because nobody is offended by a natural scent. Nobody. People like Alan, if he's around like really expensive perfumes, he has like an attack. Don't you, Al?
These are fun to put on.
I do.
These.
Yeah, he does.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, your granddaughters had something to do with the development of this product.
Tell me about that.
Well, Violet started wearing this vanilla scented natural fragrance of some sort. And Camellia really started liking it. So Camellia went out and got it.
Oh.
And Violet did not like that Camellia took her scent. Oh,
Here's the
Did
son.
you guys start the party without me?
Here's the son of sons. I just did a whole thing on my spice tours. It's just like what a Mother's Day gift, an amazing meal, and your kind of organization. There's nobody. When he was a kid, like a great Saturday for him would be to organize his sock drawer according to color and all your clothes, everything. Your drawers were a thing of beauty. I would bring people over and show them your drawers.
It's mental bandwidth.
Yeah.
You know, when stuff's disorganized, it's always in there.
Yeah.
So I like to get it out.
And
of
more
there.
so for you than normal people, but I love organization, so I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
in case you couldn't tell, this is Bruce, Suzanne's son. He's the one who made her a mother.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
get to celebrate Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
lucky me. Lucky
Yeah,
me.
Lucky me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen anybody else.
Me neither. So what are we selling today?
Coconut
It's a
sea
Mother's
salt
Day
scrub.
gift.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't need no gifts. Yeah, I've got
I know.
mine.
I know. If anything, I took stuff away.
Yeah, you did. You did. It's so.
You had 3
it's a
cream of
blessed thing.
tartars.
I did.
You don't need that much cream of tartar.
No, because you use it at Christmas when you make that one recipe.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't know when. So it's the kind of thing that you look at a recipe and you say, "Well, get it," because
Yeah.
you're not sure.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to so easily go in and check.
Yeah, because you
Do I
buy
have
it
this?
because you didn't remember that you
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah.
Because you don't remember that you have
And you
cream
don't
of
see
tartar.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have plenty of that, and you have plenty of star anise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are the star anise in a powder or in the little flowery
It-
thing?
The
You
big
actually-
star.
yeah.
Oh.
You know, different ones?
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Thanks.
She doesn't like you as well as her mom. Look at that.
Yes, but she matches me
I
today.
need to. I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, Gigi.
Yeah.
Sweet. For those of you who are asking, Suzanne has almost finished telling you about the Mother's Day kit. The coconut sea salt scrub, the cocoa mango body butter. You
that
also
one?
get the vanilla essence roller and the coconut moisture serum.
pleasure?
It's $100 in almost $75 value, and you get this home today for $99.99 plus free shipping. It's a 47%
Tough to get old, isn't it?
offer. And we hope you can jump in on that. We do have express shipping options now.
That's new.
I don't know if you've all seen that, but we have express shipping available, so you can look at the different options for.
There you go, putting her next to the mic.
Oh, Jeez. So, if you want to get an organic and toxic-free gift for mom or aunt or sister or mother-in-law, this is it is
Yeah.
beautiful products.
Go back to mom. Right.
Yeah.
And then there's this. This is the last in the set. This is this my favorite of all of our products? Could be. Do you love this?
Yes, I love it. I love it if you put it like all over your hands.
Yeah.
And you just let them sit. You let it soak in.
Oh, I've never done that.
Because it's
Oil.
it's oil,
Yeah.
so like you can't really touch anything or do anything
Yeah.
after that.
So you
But-
just sit there like that?
Yeah, just
Huh.
sit
It's
there
not
like that.
greasy. It's
Huh.
amazing.
Well, I put it on my face, and it just, it just sort of
It is the
seeps
most
in.
exquisite facial oil. It really is.
Incredible. It's got 9 oils in it: broccoli oil, raspberry seed oil, argan oil. Of course, coconut is the first. It's predominantly coconut oil, but
And the medium
I
chain
didn't know about
triglycerides, the extra
Yeah.
boost.
yeah,
What are we?
yeah.
Nigella,
Nigella oil.
argan oil,
I said argan.
meadow foam seed,
Oh, right, and kapusu.
something
could-
like that.
God bless you.
Yeah.
It's
You don't have any
super-
kapusu, do you?
It
And
is so
bless you.
nice,
No,
right?
yeah.
Oh God, it's a great product.
Yeah, it's a
And
great.
people use that. Bruce, you use that on the back of your arms.
Which
don't you?
one?
The coconut moisture serum.
Yeah, we
Yep,
both have.
yep.
We have
Puppy arms.
a genetic thing. Yeah, like little bumps on the backs of our arms. But I don't usually have them now because of all this stuff.
I use this as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I was telling you about put it on your arms.
The salt scrub.
The salt scrub. It's so good.
And do you still sell the sugar scrub?
Oh, yeah.
Rachel uses the moisture serum on the ends of her hair. She said not
Well,
greasy at all.
Yeah, and never waste anything. You put it on your face and then pull it through your hair. Or if you take your Epsom salt bath and then pour some of this, like a few droppers in your bath, and then you get the calming effects of the magnesium from the Epsom salts. You get the pooping effects the next morning from soaking in the magnesium
Nice.
salts. Yeah, and
Nice.
then you get
Baroom.
you get the aromatherapy from the coconut oil dropped in your bathtub.
Lisa Scott said.
And a great
Yeah.
night's sleep. The magnesium makes you go.
Lisa Scott said, "I love that coconut oil. I took a bath with a few drops in it. I love anything with coconut in it." Well, today's your day, Lisa.
Yes,
This is
and it's so
big coconut kit.
good for you.
Yeah, and WKG1211 on Instagram said, "I like the sugar scrub too." Yeah, that's a great product.
Yeah, no, this is like. First of all, you're a mother, so buy this for yourself, and then whatever other mothers you want to get a gift for, you can't lose with this. You can't. And there's some kind of great deal.
Well, there is. It's 47% off. So
Yeah.
and it's free shipping. So it's
free
90.
shipping.
It's only you get this home for under $100.
Yeah.
You could get that
And
to
no shipping.
You know, mom, aunt, neighbor. You know, maybe there's someone who's spent a lot of time alone during quarantine that you want to send some love to.
Yeah.
This is a great way to do an at-home spa.
Yeah.
And beautiful smelling.
Yeah.
No synthetic fragrances. No pegs. No parabens. Suzanne's line is
By the way,
organic and certified toxic.
can I insert how amazing your set looks? and how great you look in it.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for
Yeah,
the lights.
you really
And-
you. This is all brand new, right?
Yeah,
You built this
yeah,
behind you.
yeah.
The set.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
added
It's
the
not a
pool.
real pool. It's just a backdrop. Yeah,
Just,
It's
yeah,
convincing.
yeah.
yeah, those 100-year-old palm trees were a nice touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all drawings. Alan's a great artist, and he drew them. And
Great job, Al.
yeah,
What's that?
yeah. You know what's interesting about him? I hear every conversation in the room. I have the one we're going, but I hear everything going over here. He only is here.
Yeah. Well, there's a study. There were many studies about how men and women hear differently, and women hear everything.
Because we're hardwired to hear the baby in the other room.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And we're hardwired to hear the oncoming lion or the deer and the
Or the
antelope.
TV.
Oh,
Well, now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it hasn't caught up.
Yeah, yeah. But if you have lions and tigers, we watched a Netflix last night when we went to bed. Of all I know is these people spent 2 years trying to film the almost extinct tiger,
Wow.
Siberian
Wow.
tiger, and they finally, on a preset camera, got it. Man, are they beautiful! I love
Wow.
tigers,
Yeah.
zebras, cheetahs, all that. But wow, was that something? And that's a good programming to go to sleep with. They found the tiger. Night.
I'm going to just send a note out to Jason. Jason, I'm getting a lot of comments that people also want gift cards.
Oh,
So let me know if we are doing Mother's Day gift cards, if we can put that together.
ask for a gift card for Bruce to come to your house and do your spice
That's
wrap.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Another business that comes out of necessity. But here's Al.
Yeah, I'm also available for a short-term leasing.
Yeah, and what would they get? As
I have no idea.
No.
No, you think I should shave today?
I don't know. It's now at that length where it's a beard. It's kind of interesting.
Okay.
I don't know that I want you to have a beard.
No, I don't want one of these
No.
things. No.
I know that's that new look right now, but I don't like it. I don't
like it.
I don't like it on baseball players. Do you, Bruce?
No,
Oh,
not a big fan.
I'm glad to
You mean
hear
the
that.
long beard? Or
Yeah, the
like-
long beard on the
It's big.
baseball players, I don't like it at all. At all.
Yeah.
Because baseball players have always been the clean-cut ones, and
Well, you knew someone many years ago,
I did.
and you told me that he had little bugs in his beard.
Yeah. That was ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about
Yeah.
what's possible living in your
Yeah.
beard.
I was sitting next to him. This was before Alan Hamill, and I was dating this guy, and I'm sitting next to him.
You dated someone before me?
Yeah, very few. And I guess we're in a restaurant or something. I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden I go, and there were little guys crawling around in his beard. How could you have that?
Like crabs.
Crabs.
Was it crabs? Yeah. Well, whatever
Probably.
he thought, if he was going to get lucky, he didn't. You don't go near that. It's like,
Wow.
well, no, I got to get home. Don't have a babysitter. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right. You like that,
I
don't you?
love this.
Yeah. Because it doesn't bother you.
This is vanilla cream. Or
Yeah.
creme.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anne is asking if any of the skincare products have sunscreen in them.
No, not at the moment, but we are now working. We had that great sunscreen, tinted sunscreen, and then we couldn't get that from the manufacturer anymore. And now we're working on it. I have a color hasn't come up yet that rocks my boat, but as soon as we get that color, because it's great. You know, I don't know about you, but being Irish, I spent my summers as a kid with zinc oxide on my nose and everything. So ours has zinc oxide in it, but we just got to get the right color. You've never had to put zinc oxide on your nose, have you?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, well, because it's just you.
Yeah.
Because you're.
Even people with dark skin can get skin cancer. It's true. Well, that's what my dad. That's what my dad always said. Because
Yeah.
my dad was dark. My
Yeah.
dad got melanoma.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Really?
Where on his face?
No, it was on his back, I believe. And then once you get it, then you just have to keep checking for it.
Yeah,
So,
right.
you know, I mean, we do get cocky when you have darker skin because you can, I mean, I can certainly handle more sun than you can handle.
Yes,
but,
you can.
Um,
I don't even really go in the sun because it's futile. It's the sun looks at me and goes,
We go to a
All right.
dermatologist. We go to a dermatologist
weirdo.
who's nuts.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He yells at us.
Yeah, he
He
does.
yells at us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
And we go
standing there-
back.
Yeah, I'm standing there in my underwear. Okay, pretty vulnerable, and it's him and his female assistant,
Who's cute?
who's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's yelling at us.
And me.
Yeah.
While he's looking around in those places.
Right.
Yeah.
you like it when they ask you to move certain parts so they can see
Under it.
between, under.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I showed him one part.
He couldn't believe it.
I know.
He called Ripley's right after that.
While the female assistant was standing over there, I kept thinking, okay, it's medical.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she can. They do that all
I
day
can do
long.
that,
They
yeah.
do that all day long. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
well, I have something I have to do now.
All
Where are you
right.
going?
So I'm not quite sure yet. I know I have something to do, but I
Okay.
can't remember what it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'll remember what it is, and once I do,
When
I'm
you
going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know I made 3 trips to my bathroom sink last night like that. Because along the way you see that and you move that and then you get to the bathroom sink and you know you went there for a reason. But then I get back to the bed and go, oh right. I did that 3 times.
Well, when I
Did you
get
ever
up
figure out
during,
what it was?
I'm trying to remember right now.
when I get up during the night, it's
Yeah.
to get a drink. I get so dry at night.
Me too.
I get up to get a drink, and I go
too.
to the bathroom, and Gloria hops off her little bed right next to our bed and follows me in there.
Not always.
Not always, to protect me.
Yeah.
Okay, in case I run into any enemies
I
during
know.
the
I
night.
love animals who
Yeah.
want to protect their parents.
And we have a trick.
Yeah.
How many of you have ever trained your cat to do a trick?
Okay, we're back to cat talk.
Okay. Our cat Gloria and
Yeah.
myself, we have a trick.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Okay, it is very impressive.
Yep.
Where I say to her, Gloria, jump. And Gloria looks at me like, did he just tell me to jump? I'm not sure I want to jump, okay? So I'm going to pause for a moment so that it's my idea, right? Then she walks over to the bed and she does this thing. She keeps looking up. I wonder if I can make it up to the bed. And then she looks at me and I go, jump, now. And she jumps up on the bed.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know
Like
what
a
else is
dog.
impressive? We were watching the Oscars last night. I personally thought they were boring.
Oh, I can't even talk
And
about
on the Today Show, they thought they were boring too, so I'm not alone. But there are 2 men on the show last night that Harrison Ford, who I'm going to say starred in American Graffiti with, because I got star billing after I was on Three's Company, but actually I worked one night on American Graffiti, but I do recall the night that I worked that the whole cast was called into the trailer, the movie trailer. And in walked George Lucas, whoever that was, and Francis Coppola, who I knew who that was. And in the trailer was Ron Howard, Cindy Williams, Richard Dreyfuss, George Lucas, Francis Coppola, Harrison Ford. Anyway, and Francis Coppola and George Lucas are telling us that this film that they're doing in Petaluma, California is going to be iconic and that it's going to make a major impact. And I looked around, shows you how good my taste is, and I thought, what a bunch of losers. So I know nothing. And that actually is how I got on the Tonight Show, because I was discovered by Johnny Carson in the NBC commissary, and I didn't have an 8x10, so I just shoved my poetry book at him because I only had 1 credit, and that was that I was the blonde and the Thunderbird in American Graffiti. And that was Friday night I was on the Tonight Show. I thought, because they loved my poetry. But I heard Johnny say, we've all been wondering who the mysterious blonde in the Thunderbird is. Well, we found her. It was nobody more shocked than me. The other man who was on last night, he wasn't really on, but he won Best Actor. I starred opposite him in Hollywood Wives, a Jackie Collins miniseries. That was fun. I played Gina Germain. I was like a Marilyn Monroe-y kind of screen siren. And I had an affair with whatever Anthony Hopkins' name was in the movie. Anyway, he was so nice. And that was the first production he had done in America. And we were walking to lunch one day, and I said, after the series is on, because it's on weekly for the next 2 months, I said, you're going to be a household name. I said, it's different here than it is in England. And then he became a household name, and then he went on to do the most incredible work. So I want to go see, it's called The Father, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He will be great. And it's interesting because a friend of mine, Andrew, sent me a quote yesterday by him, and I read this quote, and it was exactly what I needed to hear yesterday, and then he wins the Oscar last night. So,
wow.
Serendipity. I love serendipity.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, we have an amazing Mother's Day kit available today. Suzanne's put together this beautiful 4-piece kit that you can send to a special woman in your life who's celebrating Mother's Day.
Yeah.
The coconut sea salt scrub, the cocoa mango body butter, also the vanilla cream essence roller, which is a beautiful natural fragrance, and Suzanne's unbelievable coconut moisture serum. It's a $175 value. You get it home today, just under $100, and we can ship it wherever you like, and it's free shipping because you hit that $100 mark. It's 47% off the retail, and it's at SuzanneSummers.com. Hope you can jump in.
A very good friend of mine was ambassador to Germany, and he loves this. And he took advantage of our friendship and had me send it in droves to the embassy in Berlin. But we had dinner with him the other night, and his skin looks amazing. Now he's in his late 50s, but his skin is amazing. And I said, wow, your skin looks amazing. He said, well, I have a convertible. I'm living here in the desert, and I put your coconut oil on every day religiously. So it's for men, too. And for you men who are watching today, and you don't know what to get your wife or your girlfriend or your sister or your mother or whatever for Mother's Day, you'll win with this. You will win. She'll go,
yeah, these are pretty universal
yeah,
products.
Yeah.
And
no one's too old or too young for this. It's not targeting anything in particular other than we're at the end of a season starting a new one, and everyone gets all dried out.
Yeah, and it's very, you can see this is, it's not greasy. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Hair, skin, nails. You can use this on your cuticles, on those bumps. If you have crepey skin, as a facial oil, it's such a great product. In your bath.
I know.
So nice.
I know. We should take a bath tonight.
You mean 2 of us in the same bathtub?
Yeah. And
Naked?
Okay.
Wow.
All right. That'll be a first. Huh?
By the way, speaking of naked,
Yeah.
and Anthony Hopkins.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So when you did that movie with Anthony Hopkins, and I would come to the set every day, and he's a really cool guy, and a wonderful actor, obviously.
Wonderful.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then there was one day when the love scene was scheduled, and I said to you, I don't think I'm coming to the set today. I don't want to be there for that. Okay?
I didn't want
I mean,
you
it's
there.
acting.
I didn't
okay,
want
it's
you
acting,
there.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing a love scene, you want to do it right. You want to look effective, and I want to do a good job. I hate doing love scenes. I've done very few. The only ones that I enjoyed in the slightest way was with Patrick Duffy, because we'd be doing kissing scenes on it's a sitcom
Okay,
kissing.
okay. No,
it's
just
a whole
a moment.
other thing.
I know, it's
and he'd be talking, go, move your friend to the left,
Right.
because he was always directed to.
Okay, well, that's,
Yeah, so what's
what
your point about the
no,
love
but
scene?
what you just said isn't quite accurate. When you said the Patrick Duffy love scene was the only one I really enjoyed.
I didn't say really enjoyed, but kind of enjoyed. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Because it was
Because when
funny.
you came home after the love scene with Anthony Hopkins, okay, I said, how'd it go today? And you said to me, Anthony Hopkins is a really great kisser. I thought, great. Well, that's great. Really great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one for you. Remember, you did that comedy show in Quebec City, and there was
Quebec City,
or Quebec or Montreal,
Montreal,
right?
Yeah.
And and you started your show every week in bed with that woman under the covers, and there's a bunch of bouncing around satire in Canada.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
Tit for tat.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
So they say.
What's amazing.
Never called it a tat.
We talked earlier. You talked earlier about the fact that women have this incredible ability or talent to be able to sit at a table that may have
Hardwired, yeah.
6 people, and they're all having conversations, and women can hear every single conversation and actually interject if they feel like it. The same thing is true, like you just did it now. Okay. When I mentioned Anthony Hopkins, you went into your Rolodex, okay, your file, and it's like flipping through the file in the labyrinth of your memory.
Be happy that I have that file.
Let me find something that I can sort of equalize this situation with, okay?
We never forget.
Okay. There was this woman that you used to get into bed with at the opening of your show, okay? And jump around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's even Steven then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Since it's a Mother's Day show and we have you two here, you know what I would love to have a little tribute to each of your moms.
Oh.
The women
Yeah.
who did so much to create you two, and
Yeah.
you two have had such an impact on so many people. So I would love to hear about your moms.
All right. Well, I had the world's greatest mother, and I'm not kidding. First of all, she let me do everything I wanted to do. I was the golden boy, and I was called Sonny. And I lived in a house with 17 people in one toilet, no hot water. I know, don't feel sorry for me. It was wonderful. And my mother ran this boarding house. And when I mentioned at age 13 that I got a job on the Canadian National Railway, traveling all over the country and selling stuff, she said, yeah, it's great. Okay, it didn't matter what I was going to do. When I was 12, I took my first airplane trip. On my bicycle, I went to the airport. I said, what's your cheapest flight? She said, to, I think, Gravenhurst. This is, okay, I want a round trip. My mother loved all my adventures, except when I stole a bicycle with Gibby.
Oh, what'd she do with that?
Oh, it was terrible. The cops came. Anyway, she was my greatest supporter, my greatest mentor, okay? She loved me unconditionally. Yep. I think of her every day. And when I have a decision, whether it's personal or business, and I'm sort of going back and forth, I wonder what I should do. I wonder what my mother should do. And I think about her, and I usually make the correct decision. So if my mother's watching, Paula, what are you doing here? Just because you're the son. So if my mother's great. If my mother's watching, and by the way, we ran into a psychic at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he sat down, and within 2 minutes he said to me, your mother is always dancing at the end of your bed. Now think about what that does, okay?
Yeah.
When you're in bed, okay, and you know that your
That's
mother
right.
is
Hi,
dancing.
Ma.
Anyway, my mother, I love my mother. Okay?
We all loved your mother.
Love my mother.
I loved her too.
Yeah. Your turn.
My mother was the sweetest. So sweet. I never knew her to tell a lie. She had a hard life with my father, but I don't think there are any accidents in life. I think that's what she needed. But when I got the part of Chrissy Snow, I used a lot of my mother to create that character. My favorite thing that Graham said once was, seriously, what time is midnight mass? Perfect. So.
Or when she drove up to the window at Taco Bell or Jack in the Box.
What'd she do?
Oh, when they said, "Hello, can I take your order?" She got so nervous that she just sped off.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny. Yeah, she didn't like any spotlight on her. She always told me, I think you can do anything, Suzanne. You know, that's potent as a parent to tell you that. Mm-hmm. And then I could. I loved her with all my heart. and I think of her every day too. She was a woman of faith, and I only have one gripe.
Whoa, she's looking.
So you were there. So my mother, in the last, I think, 15 or maybe 20 years of her life, had macular degeneration and only had 2% peripheral vision. So I was working with Dr. Peter Hansen, who was in Denver at that time. He's now in Canada. And he said that he was doing acupuncture on older people who had lost the major portion of their eyesight, and he was restoring it in many cases. He said, I had an 80-year-old guy. I was able to bring his sight almost completely back. So I said to my mother, I know you're old, but if you could see again, would you like that? And she goes, oh, yeah. So I flew her down to Los Angeles, and Bruce and Caroline were over, and I have my older sister, Maureen, and whenever I would say, I'm doing a special for 50,000 soldiers on ABC, and we're going to film it in Germany, my mother would say, and Maureen is chairman of the blah, 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 because she never wanted Maureen to feel slighted in any way. And I had been telling Bruce that she does this all the time. And so when she said, and Maureen, you and I looked at each other and we kind of laughed that, there
Right.
she goes again. And she can't see, right?
Right.
So the next time on the plane, flying to Denver with her to see if we can make this work. And she says, what were you and Bruce laughing about last night? So I said, I just, I had told Bruce, whenever I say that I'm going to be doing this or that, you always, prop up Maureen. And you said Maureen is going to be the chairman of the blah, blah, blah. And because I always tease Bruce that you like Maureen better than me. Thinking, no way. And she says, yeah, but you're way up there. So
Funny and sad.
yeah. So the funeral, now she dies. She dies a couple of days later. So now that we're at the funeral, I had to get over it a little bit.
Yeah.
We all think we're the favorite, even if your parents are. You're never supposed to announce.
No,
right?
and I always presumed I was the favorite. I was the favorite. So, yeah, but you're way up there. That's our running joke, Alan, now. I'll say something, he goes, yeah, but you're way up there.
Okay, so Bruce, I'm going to put you on the spot here, but Suzanne and Alan were just talking about how much they love their mothers and why.
Oh.
Got anything you want to share on this Mother's Day tribute?
Well, it's very easy to look at us now and go, wow, they love each other so much and they have such a special connection. But it's based on a combined struggle.
Yeah.
And growing up, we were poor, but I didn't know we were poor. I didn't feel it.
I didn't know how really poor we were.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes dinner was slight, but it was just like, you didn't feel like cooking or cooking as much. But, like in the neighborhood, we were fine.
Yeah, right.
We were like everyone else. And you always managed, no matter how little money you had, to make home a home.
Good.
And so when people look at us and say they have such a special relationship, the foundation of our relationship is what I always go back to.
Yeah.
And
You're my best little friend.
Yeah.
He was such
us against the world.
He was such a cool little kid that if I got invited to someone's house, I couldn't afford a babysitter, but I'd bring Bruce as my date, and the door would open, and they go, oh, and I think, no, it's Bruce. It's not like a kid, it's Bruce. And you usually would end up being the most interesting one at the party anyway. He could talk to anybody.
At least my mom thought so.
Yeah.
Which is why I love her. I was the most interesting one at the party.
I thought
at
so.
6.
I still think so. So anyway, thank you.
Well, It's not quite
privileged.
Mother's Day,
Yeah.
but I couldn't ask for a better mother.
Thank you.
I couldn't ask to change one day. I'm so grateful for the struggles. I'm so grateful for my teenage years when I wasn't the greatest. I'm so grateful for how you are mother-in-law, how you're Zanny to all the kids. Thank you for this incredible life.
Thank you. I didn't plan you. You're going to come no matter what.
I was your Irish leprechaun.
Yeah, exactly. A really good swimmer. I always feel there are no accidents, and we were supposed to be together and go through that together. And you are who you are today. I was actually bragging about you the other night. We're at a dinner party, because that's what I do. And you have a child, yes, my son, and I said, I gave birth to him as a teenager, 1 month after my 19th birthday. That's pretty young. And I said, what's interesting to me is he's not an alcoholic. He's not a drug addict. He's got his own business. He's got an incredible family. He's got an incredible wife he's in love with, an amazing circle of friends. He's successful in every aspect of his life, and he always has been. The odds of that happening, being born to a teenage mother, are pretty small. And I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. The one thing, you can go through challenges in life, and your parents can go through things, and you and my dad got divorced, and the one thing I always knew is that I was loved.
You always said that. And I'm
that was
so glad.
Never, ever, not one day did I doubt that.
Yeah, well, there was not one day to doubt it.
But my heart goes out to anyone who doesn't feel that, because that gets you through anything.
Yeah.
And I always grew up thinking that was a given.
Yeah.
And I feel the same about my girls.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could do.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be upset with them, but I love them all the time, as all of us. But it's not always the case. And I always want people to know that if they didn't get that from their parents, that they are loved by their community. They are loved by friends and other family.
Love is all there is.
Yeah.
It's not who you are. It's not what you do. It's not what you have. It's only about who you love and who loves you. That's what it comes down to. Well, Caroline.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a dog downstairs.
Oh, yeah,
And a spice drawer.
And a spice drawer to finish.
Thank you. Okay. I never met Caroline's mother. Tell me about your mother.
Oh my gosh. My mom she was one of those witty, smart, funny, sarcastic, always had the one-liner. 6 kids in my family. I'm the youngest. And she and my dad had a very traditional marriage, and she took care of everything. That was just who she was. She could get it all done. Hey, she's the one.
Sounds familiar.
She was very moral. She had a very strong moral code. She was very Catholic, and she saw things very clearly, and she executed things really clearly. And she was sweet and funny and kind, and really did have enough love to go around, because people think, with that many kids, you get. Yeah. I got what I needed and more. So even though she passed when I was 13, we had such a foundation. We had that amazing 13 years of really the perfect family. It was a house filled with laughter and love and great food. And so when she passed, yes, those years were difficult, but I was also a teenager, which just, those years are difficult regardless.
Awful. Yeah, right. But imagine loading that on top of it. Yeah.
But she's always stayed close. I always feel her near me.
When you describe her, it's you. Yeah. So she came back and embodied you.
And then she helped me find Bruce, and that brought me to you.
Yeah.
And
I love being your Earth Mother.
Yeah,
and your father said that to me one day. He said, I'm happy that you're Caroline's Earth Mother. I said, it's my privilege.
The thing about, people say, oh my gosh, you're so lucky that she's your mother. I'm like, yes, I am. But you guys really know Suzanne the way I do, because the way she interacts is so honest and so true. And the way she, can encourage you and build you up and say, you can do that and you deserve this and that is who she is as a mother. And you are so honest and true and so genuine. And I've always said, when you turn your light and you lean in, it's like the sun shining. It's just warm and nurturing, and I love what you have taught humanity about health and love and compassion and the human condition, and I'm so grateful of what you've taught me, and I'm grateful that my girls got your amazing genes and all that love that you and Ellen have given us, so thank you. Happy
you.
Mother's Day. I love
Happy
you.
Mother's Day.
And what a fun career we've had, huh?
Well, how fun.
It's
How
been
fun.
25 years.
Yeah, right.
We've been having some fun together.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I wish I could hear all your stories about your mothers.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes it's good, especially when they're no longer here, to write it out or write her a letter. And
And sometimes if it's painful,
yeah.
you need to write those letters too. Not everyone has a great relationship, right?
Well, that's how I started writing books. I would just have to put everything down to be able to have perspective and look at it. So if your mother's no longer with you, write her a letter and put it in your little box of all your special things.
That's nice.
All right. So now there are mothers who are here, though, who need to
yeah.
be gifted.
Yeah, if you're joining us late, we've put together this Mother's Day kit. It has 4 of Suzanne's amazing products, and we just think these would be universally loved by most women out there. It's the coconut sea salt scrub. It's made with organic sea salt, and that exfoliates beautifully, and then it has Suzanne's amazing coconut moisture serum in it, so that coconut oil leaves your skin so moisturized, it's beautiful. The Cocoa Mango Body Butter, which is one of her best-selling lotions. The Coconut Moisture Serum, which has 9 beautiful oils, one of her best-selling products, and the Vanilla Essence Roller. And it's $175 value. You get that home for just under $100, and it's free shipping.
It is going to last a long time.
Yeah.
You know, you only use the sea salt scrub maybe once a week. Use the body. You'll go through the body butter first.
But
all
it's
these
a
things,
huge
you
jar.
only
I mean,
need
this
a
is 8
little.
ounces.
Yeah,
It's
you only
big.
need a little of this at a time. You know, just a half a dropper, and then put it on your face.
Look who's here.
Hello.
Somebody's.
Oh, hi.
You look great.
Well, look at you. Yeah, yeah. This is our.
Say hi. Okay, I'm just putting on a rug. We have a swimmer.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
This is Camellia. This is my
Hello.
daughter. Suzanne.
This
color's very pretty on you.
Well, thank you. I know my colors. Yeah.
We're just doing Happy Mother's Day wishes. If you want to.
Aren't you glad you didn't have to get up at 6 in the morning and get in the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was freezing cold.
I set my alarm for 5:30. And
Yeah, I did too. But when I walked outside, I wrote to your mother and I said, Alan and Camellia will not be getting out of the pool. We did a New York morning show this morning. It never ends here on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I love the vanilla.
Yeah.
I was just telling them how this was Violet scent, and
Yeah.
then you copped it, and she
She was
got.
just so mad at me.
So then
That's
we
what
decided
sisters
to
are
make one.
for. Yeah.
We decided to make one.
It's so good.
Yeah, it smells
I
so
use
good.
that every day
The roll
because
it.
it doesn't smell tacky.
But also, are
Like,
you
sometimes
are
vanilla
you
gets a
allergic
little
to
tacky.
chemical fragrances?
I mean, not more than a normal person.
Oh, okay. Like your grandfather Zeta is.
Oh, really?
So like this is perfect for him.
No, I mean, maybe
great.
it makes my head hurt sometimes, but
Yeah. Well,
like-
that's called allergy.
yeah.
Yeah. So the answer is probably yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you swimming?
Yeah, I was maybe gonna take a dip in the pool,
Nice.
Nice.
but I just thought I'd put on a robe for the general public.
Yeah. But if my body
we wanna
looks like
see
yours,
we
I'd
want to see your gut renew abs.
Oh, I don't like the pressure.
don't. Just when you get out of the pool,
Yeah.
it will reveal itself.
If you're not familiar with Suzanne's line, guys, everything is organic and certified toxic free. No pegs, no parabens, no synthetic fragrances or colors. Just beautiful skin nurturing ingredients. And we do have express shipping now. So many of you were asking about that before. So if you want to ensure that you're going to get this as a gift delivered in time, check out our express shipping.
I don't think I've ever smelled this one.
Isn't it amazing? That's a
Oh,
cocoa
really?
mango. You haven't?
No, I always have the peppermint.
Oh,
This one is
because I always
love
give you the
this one.
insane.
peppermint. You always get that for Christmas.
Oh, right. Don't you love it?
It smells like Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah,
It does.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Which is where they're going for Mother's Day. They have a wedding to
Yeah.
go to.
Yes, that's why we did.
Same thing. Yeah,
That's why we did early Mother's Day
Yeah.
here.
I love this one.
yeah. That's the coconut
No, it's not.
scrub.
The coconut scrub is great.
Yeah.
I use that every day.
Yeah, you're a big exfoliator.
I really am. Oh wow, we're double protected. COVID safe.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's all organic, so I can use my teeth to open it.
Oh, don't,
Don't use your teeth.
No,
It's
jeez.
fine, I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strong teeth.
I know.
Well, only have one set.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
smells really good.
One day Camellia called me from a.
Oh no, I actually didn't call you. I called Zanny first.
Okay, you tell the story.
I was at a tailgate in college, and there was like a fake goalpost, and my friend flipped me over it, and I landed right on my teeth, like right on my front teeth, and half of my tooth chipped off, like the bottom part. And I called my grandma because she has a famous story about when she chipped her tooth when she was at dinner with Tom Ford. So I called her sobbing, and I was like, "What do I do?" And she goes, "No, you're just gonna," and she's also in a bra getting ready, like for her day. And I'm like, "This is so classic. I love this." And so she's like, "Go back to your apartment, do your eye makeup really dark, and then like make sure your eyes are the focus of your face, and then just go back and be super confident and just smile. And if anyone says anything, laugh it off." So I did that, and not a single person noticed. Also, could have been the circumstances, but.
But it was good advice, don't you
It was
think?
great advice.
Yeah, make them look at your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like.
Well, that's sort of our hour.
Yeah, you going swimming, Camellia?
Yep.
Go jump in. Everyone's always wanting someone in that pool.
No, it's okay. I'll jump
Okay,
in.
you jump in later. All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah,
We'll see
happy
you.
Mother's Day, everyone. You can get this at SuzanneSummers.com for those of you asking. It's on the website.
And we'll see you Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
What?
Breaking news.
What?
Okay. Last night's Oscar show.
Uh-huh.
The lowest ratings they've had in 93 years.
Well, it's because there were barely any movies out. I mean, it's not
Okay.
surprising, right?
It plummeted by 58% from last year's ratings, which were not great to begin with. What's amazing is these people are in show business. They
Yeah, you know, there was
entertainment.
bad light.
That's what
We
they
didn't have any
do.
movies
They
last
create
Yeah, but
entertainment.
but the stardust, like we kept saying, that these beautiful actresses and no light on their face
Yeah.
and no beautiful music in between. So they
Questlove
could have
kinda
done a
killed
better
it.
job.
Yeah.
What?
I thought Questlove did a good job with the music.
Yeah, but
Way to end on an upper L.
yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yeah.
We love our Al.
Yeah, my mother wouldn't have watched the Oscars
Yeah.
last night.
What would we do without Al?
We love
Life
him.
is fun with Al.
We love him.
Bye, everybody.
Happy
I'll see you
Mother's
Wednesday.
Day.
Thank you.
Back
Bye-bye.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.